Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, a dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of AA, Adaptation Application. Here, I share my thoughts on how well an original or an already established story has been adapted into a new or updated medium. And today, I'm going to share my thoughts on how well Avengers Infinity War has been adapted into a movie. Spoiler warning. I will be going over spoilers of what happened in both the movie and the actual comics. So if you are sensitive or worried about things getting spoiled, stop this video right now. You have been warned. Okay, I'm going to do something a little different for this AA. I am not going to go into detail about the plot from the movie or the comics they're based off of, for a few reasons. One, I've kind of bombarded y'all with Infinity related stuff from the 90s, so yeah, I think most of this should be pretty fresh into your heads. Now, in the off chance that it isn't, what I did was I put all of the links to my videos of what Avengers Infinity War is based on, so if you want further detail, go to those links below and listen to those videos. Number two, this is not like me, but I might go a little easy on this AA. Reason being is because there are two major characters from the comics that have not made their appearances on the MCU, and that's a huge driving force of the story. So I might be more flexible about it, and given the weight that they had in the whole Marvel Universe, Avengers Infinity War basically had everybody from the MCU show up one way or another and displayed the severity of the situation. So I'm going to give them a pass on that. Alright, I rambled long enough. How well has the MCU adapted Infinity War? First off, the movie is called Avengers Infinity War, and it's only Infinity War by name only. In the comics, the Infinity War is a sequel to the story of Infinity Gauntlet, so that's a bit of a strike against it. But the MCU is notorious for this, with the Age of Ultron as a prime example. Next thing is, this movie was pretty much supposed to be a combination of Thanos' quest and the Infinity Gauntlet. The movie itself felt more like an adaptation of Thanos' quest and just took a couple small parts from Infinity Gauntlet here and there. I will say, one thing that did surprise me is that for both comic and movie, the last one that Thanos got was the Mind one. So in the comics, the last gem he got was the Mind Gem, and in the movie, the last stone he got was the Mind Stone. So I'm fairly surprised that they did that. In Thanos' quest, he scattered the whole galaxy and got all of the Infinity Gems in space. In the movie, he got majority of the Infinity Stones in space, but not from cosmic beings. To be fair, the MCU has not really established that many cosmic beings or the powerful cosmic beings. So A, they get a pass on this. B, they also get a pass because they at least kept that a vast majority of the stones were in space, were not in Earth, and then when Thanos had to come to Earth, it actually made sense for him to be able to come to Earth and for them to have a huge battle. Thanos himself, his origins are drastically different. Now, I don't have too much time to go into in depth, but I'll try to summarize. In the comics, Thanos is pretty much a space mutant. He looks really different, compared to his parents. He looks more grotesque. So, with his parents trying to kill him, Thanos actually has a bit of an inferior complex and he saw solace in Mistress Death, whom he has an eternal love for and is eternally trying to appease. The movie, he's pretty much an evil version of Jor-El, Superman's father. He tries to warn people about an incoming threat, and they didn't listen, and his plan got destroyed, so he feels justified in what he's doing. Doesn't give him as much complexity, you know. It gives him depth compared to other Marvel Cinematic Universe villains, but it doesn't make him three-dimensional, and it doesn't make him as interesting. One of the things that I was surprised about within this movie is they actually took quite a few scenes from Infinity Gauntlet. When Hulk crashed down into the Sanctum Sanctorum, that was what pretty much Silver Surfer did. I'm surprised they did the parallels to that. There was also a monologue that Thanos made on Titan that pretty much matched what Mistress Death said in Thanos' quest. I was surprised that they did that. And the biggest surprise for me was the fact that they actually had Thanos and then wipe out half the universe. That was a big surprise. I didn't think that they were going to do that, but they did. And that was a pleasant surprise. A lot of the characters that ended up dying because of that actually paralleled the same superheroes that actually, you know, died from Thanos doing that in Infinity Gauntlet. You know, people like Black Panther, people like Falcon, you know, they all died off from that. And the funny thing is, the Fantastic Four is not in the MCU yet, but they pretty much wiped out the Guardians of the Galaxy, and all the Fantastic Four and a vast number of both X-Men and X-Factor at that time were wiped out. And so having the Guardians take, you know, the place of those team members is a pretty significant thing. So I'm on board with that. However, with them killing off Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, with the fact that Doctor Strange played a very important part in Infinity Gauntlet, you know, yeah, that was a bit jarring right there. Overall, you know, I have to say that Avengers Infinity War, they did their thing. I would rather have seen Mistress Death in the MCU, and with them doing Captain Marvel, I don't understand why they couldn't put her in. Other than that, you know, they actually at least kept as much to the heart and the soul of Thanos' quest and Infinity Gauntlet that they possibly could have. Agree? Disagree? Please drop me a comment below, give me a like, follow me on Facebook at Token Dave, or on Twitter at Token Dave 80, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, Dorky Token Black Guy who's just trying to get by. I'll catch all of you later.